friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our health spreads for the next week of October. I've got these sticker sheets here ready to go, as well as these sticker books which I pulled from. Okay, so this week I decided to take a break from all of the bold, bright colors I've been using in my health planner and start to do something a little bit softer, a little bit more, I don't know, just pretty versus energizing, I guess is the way I would say it. And so I decided on looking in that Year to Shine sticker book. That's where the idea came from, and I saw that there's a lot of pretty pinks and oranges in that book. I did a spread back in August for my lined vertical spread, which had this similar color scheme, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to pull it in here on my health spread and see how it goes. I pulled a bunch of food log stickers, which is what I call them, but they're basically just checklist stickers, in the pink and I would say orange tones. They're not exactly the same. There's a few that have more dots than the others, but I decided to keep those guys on the weekend just so that the variation wouldn't look so out of place. The watercolor feeling is definitely prevalent throughout this spread, and so I wanted to carry that forward. I also pulled some colorful boxes there that I'll be putting down at the bottom for my calorie counting. That's where I'll put my total calories for each day. And then I also grabbed these stat stickers which I printed from my foam memo printer. And again, if you are interested, check the description below. I have some free templates if you just want to download and print your own. Just check the description of the video. So I am trimming those and putting them in, and since the text on these is a little bit skinny, there's a lot of excess stickers when I cut them up, so I'm just trimming them a little bit more so there's not a ton of extra sticker hanging off. I'm going to put those guys in. I almost grabbed a pink Sharpie that I had and added some color to these as well, just again to tie in the color scheme. But the pink I had was a little bit too bold, I thought, for these softer colors, so in the end I decided against it. But I think it would be really cute if you have a Sharpie or another type of alcohol-based marker that you could color over these guys, or do something to kind of add a little pop of color to them. Or if you have a color printer, you can obviously add color as a background or change the text color, that kind of thing. I do like the idea of having colored stat stickers, but I can't beat the convenience and affordability of the black and white thermal printer that I'm using now. So that's just my take. But I think that there's a way around it if you do have only a black ink printer to make things more colorful by adding, you can even put watercolor behind the text or whatever you needed to do, just like you would any clear sticker that you have in your arsenal. So I realized that I forgot to pull my habit trackers, and so I was just going through my stash, and these habit trackers came from the wellness sticker box that I think is extinct now from the Happy Planner, but I do have a link to one, so if it's still available it will be under that link. And so anyway, I went into that and I grabbed habit trackers that were in the same color scheme, which was perfect. I was really happy to find something that worked well with this. And now I am starting the task of whiting out all of the lines at the top. I forgot to do this ahead of time. I do like to do that so it saves a little bit of time in this video, but you guys can just see how I do it start to finish here on this one. Basically, I wasn't real sure how I was going to use the stickers I pulled, but I think it's going to be easiest if I have that full space to work with. I grabbed these florals from the flowers sticker book that's there at the top. These are florals that I wouldn't normally gravitate to. I'm not too much on the soft colors, and I don't know, just they're not ones that call to me. I really like bold watercolors more like, and these ones are pretty soft, but I think they're going to work really well in this application just to tie the color scheme together and add a little bit of interest and decor. Also, I'm using a white jelly roll pen to do the whiting out of the lines, and if you're interested in that or anything I'm using in this video, again, check the description below. I'm going to use some wax paper. To begin, I'm going to start with the bigger box stickers and these really large floral elements and the quote as well. Starting with the larger things that are a little bit more limiting as far as the space is concerned, and then building in with the smaller pieces bit by bit so that I can kind of make sure everything's going to fit together. I also pulled the boxes that I had available. Some were bigger, some were smaller, but I wanted to make sure that they were all within the color scheme. So I'm going to put one of the bigger boxes on this side and then one on the opposite side for balance. And then I'm trying to also put like one of the purple ones on this side, purple pink, and the same on the other side. So again, I'm thinking about balance as I'm placing it so everything feels even Steven. Another cute way to do this would be to do more of an ombre style where you go from like the lighter orange to the mid orange to the purple across the page. That could be really cute. And here I'm just trying to figure out how things might play out on this side with what I want to add in here. I pulled in the quote intentional and results, which I thought were very good and health focused for me so that I can try to be more committed. I feel like I've been talking about this all year about how I'm trying to get things back on track, but I never seem to get things where I want them to be. It's not that I'm not doing okay, like I'm still getting out there, I'm just trying to stay active, trying to walk, but I just don't feel like I'm going towards a goal or reaching my goal, and I don't know what else to do. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way. It's just so hard, you know. I used to work out quite a bit, like 2-3 hours at a time. Now I can barely get myself to work out for an hour. And I know it's because of the environment. I need the gym environment to help push me, and just seeing new things all the time, and I don't know, just the different atmosphere. Trying to recreate that in my own life has been really challenging. Also, working from home, just being at home all day, every day, it's not helping the cause. So anyway, just a little bit about my struggles right now, but I still am plugging along. I'm not giving up, and I'm trying to just keep at it until I can get the momentum going to get to where I want to be. So I'm going to keep making my health spreads, going to keep trying to fill them out and make them pretty. And so that's the plan for now. So I'm starting to move things over. I'm going to start clipping things up and trying to make it so that I don't layer so much, but can have a little bit of extra pieces and parts that I could use in other places on the spread. So I'm going to lay in things and trim things out and just try to make everything work. And I'm really happy that I brought in a little bit of this green through the stems and the leaves of the bigger things. Kind of led me to bring in a few of the green leaves. I think it just adds a little bit of a rest of color and a little contrast to the eye, which helps make the spread look a little bit more alive and more exciting. Not too much. I still have my color scheme that I'm working with, but it's almost like an accent color of that green to just give a little pop of interest. And I'm going to do the same thing here to this rose, trim it out, and try to reuse one side on another part of the spread. I'm going to pull in some of the bigger items here too from the other side, try to reuse those. I'm going to trim out that leaf so it's a little less complicated there and try to reuse this piece. And I really like how this is turning out. Do want to add a little bit more of something here down at the bottom. And okay, once I trim this out, we will be done, friends. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.